Yeah, this is just a little half-hour walk after work. Found a few nice mushrooms. Out looking for the wood bluet personally, so for my old pot for the weekend, but no such luck yet. But we keep looking, I suppose. But so it's just a half-hour little walk after work, and found a few nice mushrooms, a few Amanitas, three or four different species of Amanita. So yeah, gonna have a little wander with us. Hope you enjoy it. Lovely. See you later. Now this mushroom here is one of the Amanita family. These contain some of the deadliest mushrooms in the world. I'm not sure, I think this one, I'll have to have a look, but I think it might be Amanita citrina or one of the others, but I'll just show you, to show you the Amanita family all grow out of this, like an egg sac that grows out of the ground, and I'll just dig it out and I'll show you. Right, to get the whole mushroom out. There you see. There you have it. It's a round bulbous sac at the bottom that all of the Amanita family have. So that's one to know. The veil that they contained is just come off of my fingers, so that's another identifier, but a very fragile veil that was. Yeah, as I say, I'm not sure if it's citrina or not. I will let you know, but yeah, that's a lovely find. It's a real big one as well, it just looks too big. I will let you know what it is. Okay, over and out. And then you stumble across something like this. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure. And the size of it is bloody huge. There's only a couple of things perhaps that could be. Hold up. There's some these right next to it. I'll just get this whole camera down and we'll have a look at it. That's weird. As I say, it can only, by the look of it, it come, I say it's a big old thing, I'll turn it over, but it can only be two of, I don't know, it could be a Garricus Augustus. The Prince, they call it. The old Johnny Prince of mushrooms. Or it could be, oh, hold up here, look. See the stipe here? Or it could be, that's why the other one I was thinking is, could be the parasol, which is Macrolepiota pacrera, but just grown differently. I've never seen the stipe of a parasol this big before. Well, certainly growing into two mushrooms there, but I shall turn it over. Whoa, yeah, that's big. Look. There's a big ball of mycelium there. Yeah, there's the cap. The cap looks very much like a parasol as well. And then there's these two here. I think they're the same species. So you've got the little ring there that the parasol has, but these are covered in a really fine green. So they've been attacked by another parasitic fungus. I wonder what that is. I'm assuming they're the same as this. So yeah, that's a find and a half, isn't it? Yeah, that's a cracker, huge. There's another thing that's making me think of parasol. You see the stipe here, you can just about see, it looks like a snakeskin. There's like a snakeskin pattern on it. And that's one of the sort of giveaway signs of a parasol mushroom, so I don't know. I will let you know. That's a cracker. Beautiful. Oh, what a day this is turning into be. Little stop after work. Found Amanitas galore. Now this one I'm sure you'll all know. One from folklore, from Christmas time. This is another Amanita, Amanita muscaria. Look at this. Sorry about the lighting, might be under a hedge, a holly bush hedge. You know, I'm pricked in the arse, but yeah, look at this. What a wonderful mushroom, beautiful mushroom. It's been knocked over, this one, but that's big. It's still got, see if you see there, the remnants of the skirt, just where my index finger is. All Amanitas have that, well most of them do. Not all of them. Let's see, the bottom stipe of it's been snapped off, so you won't see the bulbous end to it. Yeah, Amanita muscaria. Or some people know it as the fly agaric. But yeah, it's a lovely bit of colour, isn't it? Bit of autumn red. Beautiful. I want to keep going. Finding no end of mushrooms here. Cheers us now. See you in a bit. The fly agaric. Again. Amanita muscaria. What a beauty. Such a beautiful red, isn't it? Haha. This just keeps getting better and better. I'm finding mushrooms everywhere. And this one here, I just told you a little bit about it a minute ago. I think one of the edible Amanitas of the Amanita family. And this is called the blusher. For obvious reasons. You call me the blusher, I suppose, the colour of my head and all. There you go. But, here they are. Let's see again. Big bulbous end that all Amanitas have. That's the top identifier of the family, that. But this, I think this is the blusher. Yeah, lovely. I've been pulled out the ground before me by the look of that. So much right about that. Oh, there you are then. There you have the blusher as well. Whoa. Amanita rubescens. And here we have another Amanita family, of the Amanita family. This is the tawny grisette. It's Amanita fulva. And it's a little cracker, isn't it? Another interesting little mushroom here. Look, I think they're beautiful, but let's see. That should have again, a big bulbous bottom to it. Oh, I just snapped a little bit of that off. That's not quite so pronounced as the other members of the family, but certainly you can see the remnants of the sac there in my fingers. Oh, something's been having a munch of it. Oh, that'll be up there cleaning satellites. There's no, I think, hallucinogenic compounds in this one. I don't think so anyway. So yeah, that's your tawny grisette. Now that's an edible, if prepared right. So they are, but best, as I say, best left alone, this family. Not until you know what you're doing. They are, look. There it is. And just next to the old Amanita here, there's another not a very nice mushroom. This one here. It's called Paxillus involutus. I think it's that species anyway. Also known as the brown roll rim. The brown roll rim, yeah. Yeah, this has got some horrible toxins in it as well. This one, so you want to keep clear of this though. So it's beautiful looking mushroom. You can see like right on the edges of striations right to the edge of the cap. And the roll rim, it gets its name, I suppose, from when I turn it over. You can see the margin of the cap there rolls over to the gills. Yeah. Not a very nice mushroom at all. Lovely to look at, but you wouldn't want to eat it. That's your brown roll rim. Paxillus involutus. Hold up, what have I just spotted here then? Oh, hold up. There you go. Look at the colour of that. That's a little beauty, isn't it? Yeah, that was one of the brittle gills, wasn't it, I suppose? That's, have a look at you. Little beauty. It gets the name from the brittle gills because you see here, you run your finger along, see how they just crumble straight away off, really gently. So yeah, that's how they're named brittle gills. But yeah, lovely little colour. So that's the russula, I'd imagine, one of the russulas. Yeah, lovely. Fungi everywhere. I'll see you in a minute, hopefully. Amanita muscaria number 4 and 5. Beautiful little tiny Amanita muscaria. Oh, how cute is that? She's a beauty. And here's another little find I've just found. This is one of the russula family. How they also know as the brittle gills. If you see, there's underneath on the gills there, if you just run your fingers along, they just peel off, you see, just drop off. One of the brittle gills. Now this is a russula, and I'm assuming it's the charcoal burner, which is one of the edible ones. But there's a little test you can do, the russula test. Any of the colour russulas you can do this with. It's not that dangerous, but so all you've got to do is have a little nibble, run it round your tongue, and your lip. If you start to get any, start of any sort of heat or spiciness, peppery, then it's a non-edible russula. There's your spit test. Sorry, that's no heat in that anyway, because I know that's a charcoal burner. But if you get spicy ones, then you can't eat them, or they're not edible really, not worth it. But these ones are quite nice. They've got a sort of really mild nutty flavour, the charcoal burner. It's Russula zynazantha. It's Lane, I think zynazantha. Yeah, Russula zynazantha. Yeah. So there you are, that's the old charcoal burner. Lovely, how about that? And here we have one of the species of honey fungus. Look at this there. I think this is Armillaria malaya. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is. It's a beautiful mushroom. Look at that, the two different colours. I suppose that's the older specimens at the top there, and the newer ones, the lighter ones at the bottom. But yeah, a lot of these species are edible. I do understand they give a few people food problems, but yeah, that's a beautiful mushroom, isn't it? Yeah, the honey fungus. I suppose it gets its name from the honey coloured cap here. And you can see all the pores on the top of this cap that's been dropped by the cap immediately above it. Yeah, interesting. Now this is one I often find. If you don't see it, the bright yellow, you generally smell it. And you can see that there. Yeah, this is Tricholoma sulphureum. I say I like it because it's bright yellow. I like yellows, the colour yellow. So I always have a pick of it. But when I first found it and I'd look at it and give it a sniff, oh Jesus! I'll give it a sniff here. So yeah, Christ, that would put a donkey of its nose out. It smells a bit like well, the other name for it, they call it the sulphur night. But I don't know if that's an English or an American thing, but they'll soon get the sort of sulphurish. But to me, it smells like burning rubber. Yeah, you often find it in the leaf litter, and I often find it around holly. I don't know if it's got a symbiotic relationship with holly or not, but yeah, I often find it. I thought I'd just show you it because that's a nice one to have a little smell in the woods, that is. Yeah, thank me later. I just found this absolutely beautiful specimen of a shaggy parasol. This is a cracker, isn't it? See, it has the ring round its knife as well, the same. But this one, this is not as nice to eat as a normal parasol. In fact, I think it can upset a few people, this one, but I don't think it mixes with alcohol. So, don't let this one on the old weekend. There you are then. That's a beautiful specimen, isn't it? Yeah, the shaggy parasol. Lovely jubbly. Well, that was a lovely little walk after work. Yeah, I found a few lovely little mushrooms. So that was really nice. It was nice of you to join me. Thanks for watching. I might see you again on the next one. Haha, bye now. Yeah, there's these old mushrooms. It's just a hobby of mine. See, I'm no expert by a long shot. I just know sort of what I know, and I know once we have to pick my bag. But I'm more interested in just more of a species than anything else. I do like to eat them. I love to eat them, but I just like looking at them and learning about them. They fascinate me. But yeah, so I'm no expert. So don't take everything I say for 100%. Always check yourself. What species you've got. If you've got books, always reference them and go online. There's always good people here to help you. So yeah, always make sure you check yourself. Never munch on a hunch.